Welcome to today's session about finding a job as a fresher. If you are here, then there is two reasons. Either you are just starting or you applied multiple times and still you are not getting the desired result. Let's talk more about that. By the end of this presentation, only one thing I can promise you. You are going to learn exactly how to apply for a job, stand out among thousands of other applicants, and you will be so perfect that recruiters will be waiting in the line to hire you. Let's learn more. Now let's talk about the agenda. Number one, we're going to talk about why it is extremely difficult, especially nowadays, to find a job as a fresher. Next, we are going to talk about the current preparation landscape. Number three, I'm going to give you the end-to-end demo. Of course, it's a short demo, but you can get a feeling of what the U2xAI tools can do for you. And one feeling I want you to have is that this tool is so easy that even a sixth grader can use it and still get a tech job. And the last one, we're going to talk about how to get free enrollment. It's not that expensive, but still some students may want to have some kind of discounts or for like 100% free, and we can talk about that. What is U2xAI? In short, it's an advanced AI engine for career preparation. It has just one goal: how to make your career journey easy, faster, and more efficient. Super easy to use. Anyone can use that one, and that's what is our primary goal. This company is founded by industry experience who trained many graduates in the past. So it is not just done by someone who started yesterday. We have the required experience. And then also this tool is going to help you to stand out among thousands of other applicants so that for any particular job, doesn't matter how many applications are there, still you are going to have a pretty fair chance of winning. And for this presentation, we are going to use few tools, but once you log into the site, you can see that there are many other tools available. And even we have a professional version of ChatGPT, which the subscribers can use for free. Normally, it is going to cost you $20 a month. And not only that, it's not a tool, it's a community. We have daily hands-on workshops, we have question answer sessions, and also we have live preparation for upcoming walk-ins. Every day we are going to have definitely some type of activities. You are never going to be alone in this journey. Whatever your questions are, whatever your concerns are, there will be a live person you can talk to. Now let's talk about the current scenario. Why it is getting so difficult to find a job as a fresher? When you go through the news, you can see this type of news every day that India is having high unemployment rate. There are questions about skill gaps, right? Because they don't teach everything in college and employers are expecting something totally different. What am I going to do about that? And then because of AI, companies are laying off thousands and thousands of engineers. You talk about Google, you talk about Amazon, you talk about Meta or Facebook. Everyone is going for layoff because robots are writing efficient, faster, and secure code. So what are they going to do with the existing programmers? Right? Let them off. Let them go. And not only that, AI is getting ready to take a lot of other jobs as well. You talk about documentation, you talk about animation, you talk about digital marketing, even you talk about driving, right? Most of those things you can see Tesla's autonomous driving is kind of as perfectly as close to real life as possible. After this morning, I was just trying to see what's happening and how many applications are there for any kind of fresher job. My profile show me the statistics. If you see this one, for one entry level job, there are 3,496 applications when I took the screenshot. For the other one on the right, there are 7,279 applications. And is it real? Like there are so many people applying for one particular job? This just tells me one thing: the students, they are just keep on applying without even thinking whether they're going to get that job, if they have the required qualifications or not. And this is a very difficult time for the recruiters also. How do they know who are they going to recruit? And then when eventually everything fails, now you know the landscape. You are not getting a job or you are not even getting an interview call. What are you going to do? You doubt yourself that your resume is not perfect. Fair enough. Then you go to LinkedIn. You go to YouTube. In YouTube, you will find thousands of people are there. They are experts and they are going to give you suggestion. You try to follow all of them. But when you actually start writing your own resume, you just say, oh my God, they told me uh, what to do, but they don't tell me how to do that one. If you copy that one, that's going to be exactly the same as others. And then you go to Google and you search for some resumes and you try to copy content from there. And what happens? This every student do the same thing, the same generic resume. same generic details, and it gets rejected. Then you want to go and hire some resume services. Okay, they charge you like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 rupees. You think, all right, now I think this is what is going to work for me. Yes, it works couple of times, but you forget one thing. They're just going to give you one or two resumes. You need to make a resume very specific to every job description. Now again, you are lost in the game. Then comes for the interview preparation. Maybe you get couple of interview calls. You are not going to be selected. Then you go to interview services like Scalar or like Interview Kickstart, and you think that like that's your magic bullet now. Yeah, you pay them good amount of money, and those are pretty good companies because they promise you that they can give you like really high paying salary jobs. But how many students are actually getting those jobs, right? That's the question, because it's not about a training program. It's about you. It's about explaining yourself. It's about telling the employers that you are capable of doing the job. They're looking for future employees. They're not looking for students anymore, right? And that's only you can do that one, that no one else can help you. Now when a lot of times you feel like this, right? You think that I am ready. You go to the interview, boom, didn't go through. And then what's going on here, right? So then you start doubting yourself. Am I doing something wrong? But the truth is that you are not doing anything wrong. You are doing it for so long that you keep on thinking that it's the normal to apply to thousands of jobs. It's normal to get rejected in the interview, and it's normal to follow the same process every time. Now tell me one thing: how are you going to expect a different result if you are going to do the same thing again and again and again? Right? Let me teach you how to do it differently this time. And here is the recruitment game. How recruiters selected, like when you see that there are 5,000 applications and eventually only couple of jobs or couple of students are going to get the offer, how that's going to happen? Number one, 90-95% of them are using generic resumes, so they're going to get rejected anyway, and that's called the ATS, or applicant tracking system. Then comes shortlisting, where the recruiters are going to check it manually, and a lot of them are going to be rejected there also, because no one, if they're not going to find the resume specific to the job description, they're going to reject that one. And then number three is screening call, which is kind of phone interviews. Then you have your technical and soft skill interviews, and eventually you are going to get the offer. And every stage of this process, you have to impress them. They are saying pretty simple: impress us, let us know that you are capable of doing this job through your resumes, through your cover letters, through your interview answers, and you can have the job. So where is the difficulty, right? So that's what you may be thinking. But if you are not going to do it perfectly, then you are just another piece of paper standing in that pile, which is again, they are going to have difficulties understanding who you are. So if you think this diagram, it may look like a simple Lego diagram, right? Left hand side, what you have right now, you have a college degree. Right hand side is your career preparation. That's what the employers are looking for. And you need to build that structure using what you have now. But when you analyze this one, there are a lot of things which you don't have already. What the employers are really looking for. If you understand this puzzle, then you're definitely in a better position to find the job. Let me explain you that. Number one, they're looking for problem solving and analytical thinking. Number two, communication and collaboration skills. Number three, hands on experience. Number four, adaptability and willingness to learn. And how they know that you have the skills? They will go through your cover letter, they will read your resume, and they are going to analyze your interview answers. If you have all these, then definitely you are going to get the offer. And now you know, you may be thinking, what can I do so that I can explain that I have these skills? That's where we are going to use the AI engine. Let's talk about the challenges now. I don't have an interview call. What's going wrong? Number one, think about this recruiter. Thousands of resumes piled up in front of him. How does he knows that who is the best? And that's where your cover letter is going to play a good game, right? It's kind of a personal letter to the recruiter that, hey, this is me. Please give me a chance so that I can prove myself. Nothing important than a cover letter. Never ignore that. Many places it says that it's optional, but no, you must write that one. Now the question is that writing a cover letter is not easy, right? Because you can't use a generic cover letter, because if you are using a cover letter and you are thinking why it is not working, because you are using a generic cover letter which anyway getting rejected. Now I'm going to show you how the U2xAI can help you generating a cover letter in seconds. Here is this application. Number one, type your name. Number two, type the job title, type the company name, enter your personal experience. You can write from your projects, your internships, anything. Then you write the job description. This is very important. This is what the employers want to see, that you went through the details and you are preparing a cover letter just specific for that job description. Now you click on that button. When you click on that button, you can see that in few seconds you are going to get a resume. You are going to get a cover letter prepared exclusively for you for that particular job description, keeping your skill sets in mind. You don't like it, use the tweak option, and you can have another version. But whatever it is, you can take the content and use it in your email or use it with your job application right away. Now talk about resumes. As we know that is the most difficult struggle, because not easy to write a resume, and then it's not easy to write a resume specific to the job description. And what's happening? If someone has a standout resume, then that person is going to get the next interview call. Let's see how the tool can help you doing that one. Here you have only two options. It's as easy as that. You must have an existing resume. If you don't have an existing resume, there is a tool called Resume Builder. You can browse through the site and you can use that one. Upload your current resume. Enter the job description. Remember, here is the goal. We have to make our resume specific to the job description, making sure that our skill set is matching with the job description, and we are using all relevant keywords so that it's not going to be rejected by the applicant tracking system. And if it's not rejected, then when the recruiter is browsing through or reading through your resume, he must get a feeling that you are a good candidate. Once you have done, then click on generate. And then you are going to get the content. We can take it from here right away and you can use it with your resume. Let me show you how it looks like. On the left hand side, you have a basic resume. And once you process that information, on the right hand side, you have the advanced resume. During our upcoming workshops, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in step-by-step process. But for the time being, you got the feeling that within less than a minute, you can have a resume ready, and with like less than 15 minutes, you can update all your content and ready for sending it to the recruiter. Now, the next one on the list is hidden jobs. As you see, when recruiters are posting for a job, they're getting like 5,000, 10,000 applications. They don't want to go through all of them. What they do, they go through LinkedIn. So, normally, as a student, you underestimate the power of LinkedIn, but it is extremely powerful. All you have to do is make an LinkedIn profile which is recruiter friendly, so that when the recruiters will try to search for eligible candidates, they can see your details. And what you have to do here, we have an application called LinkedIn Profile Optimizer. See how easy this one to use. Enter your full name, list your skills, describe your job experience, and state your career goals, what you want to do. Click on the generate button, and you can have the content to update your LinkedIn like in seconds. Same thing. Don't like it, you can tweak it again. But no matter of what, your LinkedIn is going to be updated all the time, so that whenever that recruiter or any future employer is trying to find eligible candidates, you are going to pop up top of the list. Then next one on this list is that technical interviews. Normally, a lot of students are really fearful about this because they think that they're ready. But what the employers are really looking for is not that you know good coding, because anyway, coding jobs are going away because of artificial intelligence or AI. But what they want to know, can you think logically? Can you are you that person who know exactly what need to happen step by step? Can you think clearly? If you can think answer all those questions, then yes, they're going to like you. And but what most of the students do, they try to primarily focus on coding, and when they go to the interview, they don't explain what that code is capable of doing, and that's when majority of the challenge happens, right? And again, you can never memorize the coding problems. And also, when you are there, technical questions are really difficult to answer, because if you don't understand them, what it is doing, pretty much you will get lost and you will get nervous. Let me show you what the technical interview coach is going to do for you. In this case, open the app. You go to, you can choose your programming language. You can choose Python, Java, C++, anything you want. Then there is an option. It's going to ask you, do you prefer beginner level problems? Pretty much like a lot of us, we want to start beginner level because it's easy to understand. And if you are going to choose that one, your answers are going to be very different. Then you can say that describe a specific topic or concept. Here you can enter anything you want. Click on that button, and it's going to generate the content so easy to understand that you can never going to forget that. Still, you don't have to try to remember that, but you are never going to forget that. Now, in this case, I got the answer and I said that no, I need more easier explanation. And then I chose the option, I said tweak it. And when I tweak that one, this is what the answer you got, right? Try to pause this video here and try to see what type of answer it's going to give you about data structures. So easy to understand that you are going to understand exactly what this thing is doing with simple examples. Do you think you can get a better coach? I don't think so. The other one for specially designed for our technical programmers is algorithm design. A lot of times we are going to get questions about algorithms, right? And then those are the ones not easy to understand or not easy to explain. But here you see how easy this one. Enter the algorithm name, describe the requirement. Again, it's going to ask you a choice. Do you want to include any time complexity analysis? Click on that button, and then you are going to get the answer what to see on the right. Now, not only that, the answers are going to be so easy to understand again, just like everything else, that you are not going to forget that, or you don't even have to try to remember those. If you can see the sample examples, that's what I said. Pause this video and just try to analyze. Again, in our workshops, we are going to show you a much detailed demo, and you should subscribe to our channel so that you will be updated when those videos are going to be uploaded. We have two additional tools, AI mock interview coach and AI coding practice coach. Exactly, they are going to do the same thing, going to make your life easier. Just give it a try. Now, number 4 on the list is soft skill interviews. So, if you really think who gets selected, do you need more of technical or more of soft skills? It's kind of mix of both. If you can see this diagram, you can see that on the left hand side, we have people who are really good with coding. On the right hand side, we have people who are really good with soft skills. But the actual winners are who has this best of both worlds. Now, why candidates fail and why they struggle for soft skill interviews? Because they don't prepare, number one, and then number two, they get the answers from the internet or YouTube, and they prepare very generic and unstructured answers, not related to the job description and not related to their own personal experience. Now, let me show you how U2xAI is going to help you for that. You have to do these things. Enter the job description. On the right hand side is the screenshot for the app. Enter the job description. Next one on the list, enter your personal details. Your personal details are very interesting because that is where you can make a real connection. For example, you like singing or you like dancing. How the employer is going to understand that as you like singing or dancing, you are going to be a good fit for the job. Simple explanation. Because of dancing, because of your liking for dancing, you are a very detail oriented person. And that's why you are a good fit for the job, right? Very unique answer, and they're absolutely going to love it. Then you enter your experience level, whether you are an entry level or you have experience, whatever you have, enter it there. Next, if you know the question, you enter the question. If you don't know the question, leave it blank, and the system is going to generate set of questions, and it is going to give answers for each of them. But questions like, tell me about yourself, why are you good fit for this job, anything you can think about, you can enter it there. Again, we are going to have a very detailed workshop on this topic as well. And then click on the generate button, and then you click on the generate button. On the left hand side, you can see it gave some suggested questions, and on the right hand side, the suggested answers. It used a framework like star framework, and then it broke down the answer in such a way so that it is very easy for you to understand and also for easy for you to practice. Now the next one, let's talk about the mock interview coach. You know everything, but then without practice, maybe it is going to be a very difficult for you to perform better, right? So in this mock interview coach, it's just going to do one thing. It's a very powerful chat engine. You can go step one. You can see that you ask the question, then the mock interview coach prepared the questions. Number two, you can type your response, and then you are going to receive a very detailed feedback. On the left hand side on the top, there are the questions, and then you are going to write your answer, and let me show you what happens. So your answer, you can see on the top, your original response is that, hi, I'm John. I started business and have some experience in data analysis. I saw this job posting and thought it looked interesting. I believe I would be a good fit and would be like to work here. Now what the system did, the system broke down, it kind of explained you why this is not an acceptable answer and where you can do the improvement. And then on the bottom, you can see it also going to frame the answer for you, right? So what else you need? You can have any number of questions, and this can be very specific to the job description. Now, all I need from you is that should have the attitude that yes, I can do it. If you have the trust in yourself, then no one can stop you from getting that job you are hoping for. Now, the next question, how are you going to get access to the tool? The subscription it's not that expensive, but again, if you already failed many times, I will say 5+ times, enter your email in the comment section, and we are going to work with you, and we are going to give you a free description, free subscription. And not only that, one of our coach is also going to work with you in a group setting where we will be with you till you get the job. It's impossible to believe. And why 5+ failures? Because we want to prove that anyone can get a job by using this tool. If not, as you can see that there is monthly access fee of only 799 rupees, and you can take weekly for 299 rupees too. And if you really think like it is even less than the price of a movie ticket. Many other competitors in the market, their prices are very expensive. But why we want to, I mean, why we kept this price too low? Because you want everyone to use this one. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best for your career preparation. Watch you in our upcoming workshops. Bye for now.